to my channel. It's Paul Francis here, and I'm just wishing you all a very, very happy new year. If you already haven't heard from me, it's been a bit of an tipsy-turvy, upside down kind of a few weeks coming up to Christmas, and there'll be a couple more after Christmas. All of you are already completely aware that Johanna is in and out of hospital, which is kind of like, as you can imagine, taking preference. She's back in hospital on Monday. I have planned on doing a seminar on getting into January, but I was thinking about that really over the last couple of days, and I thought people are up to their neck in this and that, getting into the new year, getting away from the holidays, getting back to work, back to routine. So maybe I will put that seminar at the end of January. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Okay, I'm sitting in my car today because I've brought Johanna in for an appointment about half an hour ago, and it's every time I want to say it's a really horrible day. It's not, because as the great Billy Connolly said, there's no such thing as bad weather, just the wrong clothing. Okay, if you sit and listen for a second, that pitter patter on the rain on the car, it's actually therapeutic. It's actually quite nice. I have no issues with it. But anyway, so we have we've got a year ahead of us, and it's going to be a brilliant year, and it's going to be a brilliant year for all of you. Okay, so I'm going to preempt the seminar that I'm going to be doing for you guys by giving you a little bit of a heads up. Right, there are different levels of conscious. There's alpha, beta, theta, delta, Charlie, right down to gamma. But however, every single morning when you wake up, you are automatically in alpha. Okay, after a good night's sleep, a good night's rest, even if you grab yourself a power nap, you have a power nap, 20 minutes, half an hour, you come out of that power nap in gamma. I beg your pardon, in alpha. Use that time to use that energy to be creative, to fight off the negatives in your life, to fight away all the stuff you don't want. Okay, so when you wake up first thing in the morning, usually humans get up and they go for a wee, that sort of thing. But following that, most people these days reach for their mobile phones, which wrong. Don't do that. So you're still in alpha mode when you wake up. Go and do whatever human scenarios that you need to take care of. Then come back and sit on the bed again. And just sit up straight. Rest your hands on the back of your legs and just have a wee breathe. Just breathe all the way in and all the way out. And just do that 3, 4, 5 times and allow yourself just to get yourself prepared. And as you're breathing in and out, close your eyes and just envisage your day exactly how you want it. Polly Miller, hi, welcome to the show. Olivia, welcome. Lynn, welcome. Lavender Cactus, welcome. Lovely to see you guys. Don't forget, really like the show. Really important. It's important to the channel. It's important to me, and it's important to YouTube. So like the channel, like the show, and share. It's really important. But anyway, so going back to what I was talking about, having a rest and having that moment as when you wake up, it's vitally important. Okay, I'm just trying to steady the camera here because it's sitting on my steering wheel, as you can imagine. So I'm just trying to, forgive me for that. So when you wake up and you've done your human needs, just sit there, rest your hands on the back of your back hands on the knees and breathe. Just let me breathe. Just breathe. And as you're breathing in, you're breathing in what's called pranic breathing, breathing the breath of life. That's what that means. Just know that you are good enough. Know in your conscious, know in your mind, in your heart, your soul, your energy, you are good enough and you do deserve great things. And don't waver from that. Don't be going, yeah, but remember what I told you. I taught you all the way through last year, the year before, the year before that. If you have people in your life that are yeah buts, get rid of them. Get rid of yeah buts out of your life. Okay, you don't need yeah but people. They're negative thinking people, and negative thinking people are stuck in where they're stuck, and they want everybody else to be stuck with them. So be like that. Diddy's personal party planner. Taking baby oil massage twice a week helps reduce stress. Um, I would absolutely agree with that. Massage does help. It does actually help you a lot. Actually, the more you can get stress out of your life, the more you can remove stress from your whole being, the better. The absolute. I'm at 100% with Diddy's personal party planning there. 100%. That's absolutely fact. So don't forget, please, if you've just joined me, like the show. It's really important, and share the show. So let's go back to what we were doing. So you're sitting there and you're breathing and just literally close your eyes and just see your day exactly as you want it to be. And don't, yeah, but what if he does this or she does that, or there's a breakdown on the motorway, or what? Hey, you're just inviting negatives. Dispose of them. Draw in positives and invite all the great things. Archie Goose, welcome to the show. And keep your mind focused on the positive goals of the day. Now, the reason why I'm saying the positive goals of the day is we start small. Get used to achieving. Get used to being that positive person. Get used to being an achiever. Get used to accepting great things into your life, accepting positive affirmations, positive mentions by other people, for example. All that kind of stuff. Get used to it. Make that a part of who you are. I've Constantinos. I do apologize if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Welcome to the show. Do you know XXX Tentaction? No, I don't. I have to say, unless that's spelt wrong, I don't know. But do feel free to leave comments below and explain what it is, because if you're coming to the show and you're coming to watch and you have positive comments, you're not only helping me, but you're helping everybody who watches as well. So I formidably invite you to do that. I invite people who have knowledge to share that knowledge, because the rest of us will then learn. I'm open to learning always. If there's something, there's no saying you don't know what you don't know. It's that simple. You don't know what you don't know. So I'm always open to learn. Not everything I learn will sit with me, just because that's who I am. And, somebody might say, oh, something about a particular area of the spiritual realm, or, whatever. There's areas of that work. Like, for example, tarot. I don't get on with tarot. I don't use tarot cards. I can't believe in them. I just can't buy into it. That's me. I'm not saying that they're wrong. I'm not saying you shouldn't do that. I'm not saying that in any way, shape, or form. It just doesn't work for me personally. Okay, so that's the way it is. I read Atomic Habitus Mindful Mastery. Polly Miller. Welcome to the show, Polly. That's cool. Share what you've learned. That's what it's all about. Come on my show. Come on my show during the week and talk to me. Talk to my audience worldwide and share what you've learned. I love learning. I love it. I'm addicted to it. Okay. Other things that I can't really bite into is pendulums. The reason being is every single time that I've seen a pendulum being used by a person, is they're affected. Well, two reasons. Okay, let's look at the physiology of life here. We are energy. We have an aura around us which is made up of energy. So while you're holding something that's dangling, you're affecting it. There's no way on this earth that you could possibly stand still. It's not possible, okay? Because your energy's fluctuating all the time. It's always doing that. Your energy is constantly doing that. So that's going to affect the pendulum. I don't care where you're from, and unless you're from a completely different planet, you can't not affect the pendulum. even if you were possibly like a snooker player holding it absolutely still, your energy is still affecting it. So I have a bit of an issue now. Now, the other way that I've seen pendulums being used, which I really was behind, was the pendulums were put onto a like a rack. So the bottom of the rack was down like that, and there was a wee cross drawn up for yes, no, yes and no, and circular for different, whatever way you want to set up the pendulum yourself. And I saw it sitting on the rack, and it was hanging there, and the psychic that was dealing with it said, right, okay, I want you to acknowledge yes and no, and the pendulum swung back and forth. And I was going, now that I can buy into, because you're not affecting it physically by holding it, right? So, like I said, there's a lot of things out there that you will, it'll really, really work for you, and won't work for me. But there's a lot of things out there that will really, really work for me and won't work for you. That doesn't mean either of us are wrong or right. Oh, he says, dropping the camera. It doesn't mean that either of us are wrong or right. It just means we're different, and that's all there is to it. So going back to what we're talking about, when you start your day, start it with a positive affirmation. Today is going to be a best day. Today is going to be a great day. I'm not going to allow negative things or negative people to affect me in any way. I am a great person, and I deserve great things. Now just start one day at a time with that affirmation. When you wake up in the morning, you can do it with inside of 2 to 5 minutes. Just breathe, because the more you're doing pranic breathing, breath of life, the more you're invigorating your body with oxygenated blood, and that is only ever going to be great. It's only ever going to be great. Okay? Now, here's the second thing that I want you to try. Just tiny baby steps, all right? For 2025. So, as in from tomorrow morning, say Sunday morning, I want you to get up and say, right, I am good enough. I am a good person, and I deserve all great things. I'm not going to allow myself to be affected negatively by people or situations, right? So I want you to try to emotionalize situations. So, for an example, a bill comes through your door, phone bill, or a credit card bill after Christmas. The very first thing you will do is, when you open this credit card bill, phone bill, whatever, is you'll get emotional. You're going to get emotional. You're going to go, what the your emotions. You're going to go boom. So when you have bounced off every single wall you own, hit the roof, hit the ceiling, shouted and screamed, banged up and down, ripped the paper into shreds, has it changed the situation? No. There's still that outstanding bill. Whether that bill's right or wrong doesn't come into play. How you affect it, how you work with it, that comes into play. So if you open the bill and you go, okay, that's a bit high, let me have a chat with the people who've sent me this bill. Do you know the reason why I'm teaching you this? It happened to me, right? It actually happened to me. I had a phone bill come through. I opened it up. It was £550 just for the normal house phone. And I bounced off every wall. I shouted and screamed at everybody in the house, what the hell? Rah, 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 rah. So I thought, you know what, there's no way I can pay this in one go right at that time in my life. So I rang up the company, and I said to them, right, listen, about this bill. And they went, yeah. Oh, we're sorry, sir. We're really sorry about that. And I hadn't said anything, and I said, I'm sorry, what do you mean sorry? They said, we're really, really sorry. You've got a bill saying £550, yes? I went, yeah, that's right. They went, that's a misprint. We're really, really sorry. It's supposed to say £55. Oh, okay. Thank you. We'll have that fixed for you and have it sent out to you immediately. Thank you very much for your patience. Oh, and by the way, we're going to knock off another £20 for putting you through what you went through. So I put the phone down. The bill had gone from £55 to £35 because I took care of it in a professional, in a non-emotional manner. But I had now to go back and fix what I'd caused earlier. So I went in, sat everybody in my family down, apologized to them, told them exactly what happened. And so I had gone from a problem which has an answer to now a problem which was promoted with negative emotions. And I had to go right around every one of my family members and tell them how sorry I was, and I'm really sorry for being accusing you for causing this bill, and so on and so forth. But I learned the lesson. That's more important. I learned the lesson. I learned a lesson. Don't get emotional about things like bills. Don't get emotional about things that are beyond your, like shouting and screaming at the car when it breaks down. Will not fix it. Okay? Problem is a situation that has an answer. Find the answer for the problem, problem solved. So you have problem and you add a sugar ton of emotions. You have now two issues to deal with. You're just adding to your day. Don't. Okay? In the morning, first thing, breathe. Just breathe. The basic of life. Relax. Know you are good enough. Know you're good enough to handle everything in your day. You are good enough. You're intelligent. You're a good person. And give that energy off, because the law of attraction states while you're giving off that energy, you attract that energy to you. My advice is to get rid of anybody in your life that will hold you back or hold you down or just plaster you with negativity. I call them yeah buts. Yeah, but people, you know, the people you're talking to. Oh, do you know, I'm going to go and do this. Yeah, but get rid of them. All right. Get rid of out of your life that does not serve you. All right. It's because you're in a better place when you're in a great state of mind and a great motivative motion forward. You leave that behind for others to follow. All right. Other people are going, wow, she can do that. Oh, I can do that. Okay. If you're going to be a shepherd, lead in the right way. I want to say hello to everybody else down there. Don't forget, guys, leave comments below what you think of this little video tonight. I really appreciate you doing that. So let's start off with baby steps. Let's just do that. Little baby steps. First thing in the morning, after you've done your human needs, just sit in your bed. Don't reach for your phone. That's the bit that I forgot to stick in there. When you go into the bathroom and you come back to sit on your bed, don't reach for your phone, because that will kill your alpha waves like that. Okay? Just sit there, breathe, focus, and breathe in and out with your eyes closed. Just fill your body with that rich oxygenated blood and start seeing your day exactly how you want it to do, how you want it to work out, the things you want to attract to you. And then be conscious about getting people out of your life that really don't serve you, that hold you back, the negative thinking people, because the only way they will learn is if something's actually done. If they go, why are you standing back? They say, to be honest with you, you know what? You're a good person, but you're a very negative thinker. Are you aware of this? Everything that anybody says. There's a guy that I was very close to for many years. Only in the last 4 days, gone. Every time I brought something up, oh, it can't be done. Well, what about we do this? Oh, that can't be done either. I'm going to do a big show. I'm going to do all the, I'm going to get it for, I'm going to create money and observations and knowledge for people who are suffering with cancer. Oh, you can't do that. Up, bang, bang, poof, gone. Next, gone, out, gone. Because those kind of people will never advance because they can't see the way forward. You got to get them out of your life, right? You are good enough. You are a good person. In here, you are a great person. Know that absolutely. Know it. Believe it. Let it affect you and let it affect others. Because you know what? One of the things that I learned over the last years is I removed guilt from my whole being. I removed it. And you know what? I just won't let guilt clog me anymore. And when I say things that I'm guilty for, if I'm guilty of something that I've done either by mistake or intentional that hurt somebody else, I'm the first person to go, hey, do you know what? I'm really sorry about that. I didn't intentionally go out to hurt you or create the situation, but nonetheless, I'm sorry about that. I just want you to know and draw a line over and let it go. Okay? Don't let it drag you down. Don't let it Don't let it hang on. Get rid of it. But there are people out there that will try and guilt trip you. Yeah, but if you don't do this, this will happen. If you don't do that, that'll happen. Or if you don't do that, I'm going to do this. Okay, I tell you what. You know what? You're trying to guilt trip me. You're trying to make me do something you want through guilt. Two things that work in there. One, if you're trying to make me do something you want me to do, that's called being a slave. That's not going to ever happen. Get that straight. Secondly of all, I don't associate with guilt. If you want me to do something for you, ask me what it is you want me to do. If I'm going to say I can do it, I'll do it. If I can't say, if I think for 1 second, or if I think, beyond my abilities, that's beyond my abilities, I can't do that, then I'll tell you that as well. But I'm not going to feel guilty for it. Okay? Just remove guilt from your life. It's one of the most negative emotions and most it'll eat you. It will really eat you and take you down. So get rid of it. Start off your day by breathing. Rest your hands on the back of your knees. Just breathe in, know that you are good. Know you're a good person and know you can achieve whatever you set out for. Then see your life how you want it. See your day exactly how you want it to go. And let's do it one day at a time. Try it. And then join me at the end of this month for my seminar on my Patreon channel. So patreon.com/Paul Francis 111. I'll leave a link in the comments below. And I want to thank you for your time. You've given me 22 minutes of your time. Thank you. Have a fantastic day. No matter where it is or how you're doing it, enjoy it to the max. Take time out every day just for you. Not for anybody else, just for yourself. Live life in love. And get rid of the people and the situations in your life that are dragging you down and holding you down and making you sad. Because you know what? For every minute you spend in sadness, you're missing a minute of happiness. It's no contest. I'll talk to you all very, very soon. This is Paul Francis. And thank you very much for being here. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.